we already live in a world saturated with automated language. I mean, that's the thing. Like everyone's like worried, and it's sort of like the horse has already left the barn here. Like people are like they're going to use this for chatbots that are gonna skew politics. Well, it's like, well, that's already happened. Like you don't need ChatGPT to flood the zone with garbage. Like that's like the Russians thought of that a long time ago, right? And the technological capabilities were really easy to do. Um, I think what are the differences? I think they will be very small, but they will be quite profound. So, for example, like I have a friend here whose son does French immersion, and his kid doesn't like any of the French immersion books at his school. So he goes to ChatGPT and says, "Write me a French book about this superhero at this grade level," and it writes it, and then the kid like loves this book. And that's a small example, but if you think about that, that's the blurring of the line between um, creator and creator and art. Like when he asks for that, is he making that or is he consuming that? It's actually both at the same time and neither, right? So it's, you know, I have a piece coming out in the Atlantic soon where the what I call the big blur is coming, right? Where the line between what's human and machine will blur, but then from that will also come things like that, like the line between the creating and consuming will blur. The line between you know like what happens when you really have very effective chatbots. I don't think we really know. I mean, there are already some interesting things emerging. Like, they had a pretty effective um, cognitive behavioral therapy chatbot, and nobody wanted it. Right? Like that is a dead market. Like, no, there's not going to be chatbot therapists. And the moment they tried it, they realized why. It's because you don't go to a therapist to get advice or to hear words. You go to a therapist to be around a human being, right? That's like a huge part of the experience, right? And we're going to start to figure out some things like that, like where human beings are actually required. They will be it will be one of those things, like very small, even seemingly just merely aesthetic changes, but with profound consequences.